Now I promised you I'd show you what I'm going to do with the rest of this mud. I'm probably not going to use any more for this job. And if anything, if I use a little bit tomorrow, it might be just for some slight touch-up. I want to take the mud and bring it on down as low as I can, get it off the edges first off.
Ooh.
And just kind of make it flat there.
That stuff keep
and most of the time
moist.
when you get a bag or a box of this, usually you use up the whole thing, but I'm using it just for my patches, okay? But now I've got the plastic around it, but I don't want to push the plastic back in there because it's going to get all the crusties in there when I lift it. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take, I thought about that this morning. I'm going to take a little piece of plastic and I'm going to push it right on down in there. Like that.
Is that going to stay moist for a while?
Yes, this will stay moist for a little bit. And you know what?
No.
Speaking of moist, let's do something else. Let's put a little bit of water in here.
Yeah.
Okay? Just a little bit on top. That's going to keep it moist. That's what I usually do with a bucket of mud. Okay, but this is a box of mud. Okay? So now I got that pushed down in there like that. I'm going to fold the rest of that plastic up this way and put it right on in the box. Now I can take the outside cover. See how it's already flaking on here? Look at that.
Yeah.
That stuff flakes and it gets in your mud. That's a no-no for next time. Okay? So see, now I can push this up. Now I can kind of fold that down in there like that, knowing the crusties are not going to be down in there. Next time I pull it out, see how it's all crusty there? That's going to fall all into your mud. But not next time because I got the plastic in there. So you fold the box down. Instead of trying to dig your mud out like that, put it right over the edge like this. Okay? Pull that down like that. You've got some of the crusties in there. Now some you might get in there as you peel this back, and then you can kind of flake the top layer off a little bit. But this is going to help it stay moist in there. I've got water in there now and everything. Okay? This is the poor man's way of saving this for your next patch. Alright? Push it on in there. Twist this around like that. And they usually come with a little tie stick. Now if you lose the tie stick, you can roll it like that and fold it under and kind of beat it down in there. But because I've got this tie stick, I'm going to put that on there. Okay. Now that's going to be all ready the next time I use this mud. And I can just stow this away in the garage, storage, shed, or whatever. And I can even fold this around like that. What have you.
Oh my.
Kaboom. That's going to be all ready for your next patch. Here's the reason why I get these types of gloves. These are rubber on this side and airy on this side here. So do I have to leave them like this or throw them away or whatever? No. I'm all done. I'm just going to put them in the water, swish my gloves around, get all the mud off of them. Now I can do this with the hose outside, but I just wanted to kind of show you.
Yeah.
You know, and these are ready to go for the next time I need to use these gloves. And I don't have to use these gloves next time for sheetrock mud or whatever. I can just use them for whatever I need, okay? These things last quite a while too. And they were, you know, look at the hardware store. Sometimes you can find them for $4 or $5. And in other areas of the hardware store, you can get them for about $10. So look around and get them, let them dry off like this. And they're good to go. Yeah, I was in a catch-22 this time. I did not use any plastic down on the floor or my usual craft paper. I use that for just about everything. But I was in somebody's kitchen, my aunt's kitchen, and every day when I got done, I had to put everything back away as I found it. And so had I have used craft paper, I would have had to have taken it up each day, put it back down, and all that. And, you know, I didn't get a whole lot on this floor. But when you get done, make sure you clean up after yourself. Okay, the idea is that you want it to look like you were never there.
Oh.
Well, here it is, 4:30, and I'm done. Mr. Inspector, what do you think? Did I do an okay job?
Yeah, you're finished.
Huh? I'm finished. Yeah, he wants to go home. That's why I'm finished. But I've got it all, and I'm letting it dry now. This is going to be spray textured in a few days. I'm probably going to come back in the morning just to double check any little bits to see if I need to do anything else. I'll wipe down, clean off the windows, wipe the counters off, and wipe up next to the edge of the cabinets and all that. I really don't want to do that right now because the mud is still drying on the walls. And this area really came out nice too. But see, I've got some mud all the way along the edge of the cabinet, and I'll wipe that all off tomorrow with a sponge and a little rag, you know, putty knife, whatever I have to do. I can clean up around this edge here, along here. I don't want to say I'm 100% done yet. I'm 99% done. I've cleaned off the bits and pieces. I got the mud down on the linoleum, and I was pretty careful too. But all it takes is you to get a little bit of mud on the bottom of your foot, and boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, all over. You get it all over the place. That's one drawback without putting anything down. But you know, I was careful. I wiped off the floor, and it doesn't even look like I was here, does it? Okay, I got a little bit more stuff to clean up, and then I'm ready to go. Well, I did an honest day's worth of work, let me tell you. Well, that's all I have for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.